Tonight, the continuing fight over the Beach District Council seat. Former Councilman John Earn is suing the man who took his place, David Nygaard. Earn claims Nygaard never lived in the district he's representing. 13 News Now was there today as closing arguments took place in the courthouse in Virginia Beach. Judges say they'll make a decision on or before March 15th. Earn's attorney says Nygaard only rented an oceanfront duplex to run for council and that he never really lived there. Witnesses took the stand saying they never saw Nygaard at the apartment and that he didn't have any furniture.
But the law is that he needed to have a real legal domicile, which means a place he intended to remain permanently and an actual place of abode where he stayed. And there was precious little evidence of either of those.
Nygaard's camp is firing back. They argue the apartment in his primary residence, and that would be unprecedented for 3 judges to overturn an election he won fair and square over the lack of furniture.
It is absolute bad faith politics at its worst, and quite frankly, it is unique to Virginia Beach. And does anybody remember that there's another election coming up? This is not like it's a lifetime appointment.
John Earn says Nygaard has been living at another house in the Lynn Haven district with his father. Tonight, Robert Boyd went to that house and interviewed Nygaard. It's a story you'll see only on 13 News Now.
On any given night, you might find David Nygaard watching TV with his 84-year-old dad inside their Allenton house in the Lynn Haven district.
Of course I'm here to spend time with my family.
But Nygaard says his primary residence from April through the November election was at this apartment on 20th Street in the Beach District. He has since moved again within the district.
It's certainly okay to move to a place to run. And secondly, I didn't move there solely to run. I moved my business there, and my life became centered in that area.
However, John Earn's camp claims Nygaard has something to hide, deciding not to take the stand or even appear in court. The councilman said he was never required to be there, and his election campaign and victory speak for itself.
I followed the rules that were presented to me. I got the best counsel I could from the registrar, who asked the city attorney. She talked to the State Board of Elections. I wanted to make sure I did everything right.
Looking at a refrigerator full of family photos, Nygaard also said he didn't want to be in court because he believed things got too personal.
Having them pull in my ex-wife, my ex-boyfriends, and certain family members was the most painful part of this process.
Nygaard says he believes this case against him goes beyond where he sleeps at night.
I think there's a coordinated effort to try to drive me out of this office.
And in the end, he says if the judges overturn the election, he doesn't feel bad for himself. He feels bad for the 48,000 people who voted for him.
The voters spoke very clearly in November that they did not want John Earn as their representative.
So what happens if the judges rule to boot Nygaard from office?
Well, first we're being told from Nygaard's camp that would be unprecedented here in Virginia for something like that to happen. But it could happen. I mean, we're obviously, 2 weeks away from a decision, maybe even sooner. And if it did happen, a couple options. Earn's people would like to see Earn become the representative once again because he got the second most votes in the election. However, there's also a chance that there could be a special election, and even there could be more options beyond that we don't even know about yet because, again, this would be so unprecedented.
All right, Robert, thanks for that update. As we said, the judges will have their decision on or before March 15th. Trust us to bring you that decision right here on 13 News Now.